Hello, 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 and welcome once again to Turbo Reviews. I am Aaron, and today I'll be taking a look at Transformers Generation 1 Hot Rod. This is where the RODIMUS lineage begins. Introduced in 1986, Hot Rod was the young hothead star of the Transformers the movie. Many Trans fans, rather unfairly, blame him for the death of Optimus Prime in the feature film. But little did they know that he had great things in store for him. Note, please keep in mind that in my reviews of older figures, I try not to score them based on how they compare to present-day Transformer toys. Hot Rod's alt mode is a futuristic sports car from the year 2005. Or maybe it's a Cybertronian vehicle. Anyway, he looks fantastic. The hood sports an exposed chrome engine and flame detailing. And there's an exaggerated spoiler at the back of the car. Chrome pipes along the sides of the car and rubber tires round out his features in this mode, making him one of the best-looking alt-mode cars in all of Generation 1. Pity the underside exposes his visible head syndrome. Still, I'm giving his alt mode a 9. Hot Rod, like most G1 figures, has a simple transformation, which is good because for about 90% of my G1 toys, including Hot Rod here, I either lost or never had the instruction booklet. Transformation gets an 8. In robot mode, Hot Rod looks almost as good as he did in his alt mode. The aesthetic here matches the feel of his alt mode's futuristic sports car. Head sculpt gives Hot Rod the iconic look carried over to later iterations of Rodimus. There's really no kibble to speak of here, and no, the yellow spoiler doesn't count as a backpack, as it's really just another part of Hot Rod's iconic look. Oh, and he also comes with 2 gray guns, and he can hold one in each hand. Robot mode gets an 8.5. Articulation on this figure is where things start to get a little sticky. Hot Rod has very little articulation, even by G1 standards. His arms rotate at the elbows and that's it. The shoulders don't even move except to rotate inwards due to transformation. He's the closest a G1 figure ever came to being an actual brick. Articulation gets a 5.5. Hot Rod has no gimmick, as he comes from a simpler time when the ability to change a car into a robot was the gimmick. A later version of Hot Rod came with the Target Master gimmick, but this is not that figure. Gimmick gets no score. Hot Rod's actual overall score adds up to a 7.75, but I'm rounding it up to an even 8. Alt and robot modes are great on their own, but the fact that they closely resemble his animation model is icing on the cake. He's got a downside with a simplistic transformation and almost non-existent articulation. But the toy was designed 25 years ago and can't hold up to today's standards, so it isn't fair to compare the two. I highly recommend this figure. Hot Rod is an iconic character in the Transformers mythos, and though those weaned on more recent figures might balk at him, this figure is definitely one to get. A brick he may be, but he is a beautiful brick indeed. Thanks for watching, everyone. Yeah, there's no way this one is going to fall over on his own. Sorry.